Hello there everyone, my name is Tom and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Terra Luna, some interesting news and also what you have to be expecting today, because I think that the markets may move real hard today based on the CPI numbers. I'm going to tell you about the forecast of the CPI numbers, and when the CPI numbers are going to be released, and also other things that can move the market right now, literally now. So you have to really watch this video from the beginning and until the end, and I'm considering to put in a brand new trade, both on Ethereum as well as on Bitcoin. So I'm going to show you that in just a second as well. So if all of that sounds amazing, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I make a new upload. And remember that there is a link to my free Telegram channel down below this video, a huge trading community. You can always join it and enjoy being a part of it and learn a lot as well. And also follow me on Twitter. I'm currently doing another huge $1,000 giveaway on Twitter. Just make sure to follow the verified account, and also there is this description of the whole giveaway right here. And I hope that the echo is not too big because we finally moved to our brand new Dubai penthouse. And let me know that in the comments if I should do a vlog about the penthouse itself. And it's a crazy one. It's a very crazy one, and it even has a private pool, so it's insane. But let me know that in the comments if you're interested in seeing it. And we're gonna also take a look at some technicals, but before we do that, let's just go over some interesting topics. And as always, guys and girls, if you want to be trading this move yourself that is coming, then you can do this over on BitGet, a really cool intuitive platform that is fully licensed in the United States, so you don't need to use the VPN. And with my exclusive link down in the description or in the pinned comment, you can claim up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses, a $5 sign-up bonus for you simply using my link, also 15% off trading fees, also 0% spot trading fees, then also 50% USDT bonus for 50K futures trading volume, which is actually quite easy to reach. And if you deposit more than $500, then you'll get my famous crypto course for free that is a value of $400. So that's insane bonuses, super limited partnership with BitGet, which is going to end very soon. So act right now and enjoy. So let's move on to the biggest thing right here. Let me know down in the comments if you are a fan of Terra Luna. Well, good for you then, I guess. Not very. So analysts are warning the Terra Luna Classic traders and Luna's price due to massive crash in coming days, because again, you know, Luna is Luna, but again, for example, the old Luns, it still is based on the same algorithmic stablecoin. There's nothing new in it. Certainly there is a big community of lunatics who, you know, are trying to maybe make some money back of what they've lost, whatever. And in reality, you know, as they said here, that it surprised everyone that Terra Luna Classic, that it emerged as one of the top gainers. It's just, you know, basically a great example of a pump and dump, when the market like, wow, amazing, why did this happen? Has no idea. So in reality, I mean, it happened because they introduced a 1.2% tax that will be imposed on all Luna transactions for burning. So that's good. I mean, that's, of course, it's very good in terms of the burning stuff, but it still is the same old dead project that has nothing new behind it, no new technology, no new team, nothing. So it's just bull crap. And that's why, you know, there are a lot of worrying signs when it comes to this kind of a price increase. And that's what I've actually called you, this is what I've actually told you before. If you haven't seen my Terra Luna video, I'm gonna link it right here. Take a look. It all explains it very well, so that you're always not part of this huge FUD of, you know, oh, we have to buy Terra Luna, it's gonna go to $1 again. It's never gonna go to $1 ever again. So, okay, let's move on to this one. And that is that, you know, financial giant State Street sees unwanted crypto demand from institutional investors. Now, this is good. And these investors, they're not going to be investing in Terra Luna. So what they're investing in is basically mostly Ethereum and Bitcoin. But what the cool thing is here is that State Street, a leading investment management firm, sees unwanted institutional demand demand for cryptocurrency despite market sell-offs, the Sydney Morning Herald reported Monday. So this is coming from Australia, and they're seeing huge amounts of demand for crypto from institutionals, from smart money, from rich people, and they really want a piece of the pie. They understand the future. So I'm just cutting down to the chase with this whole article, and they really want a piece of it. So this is amazing. And this is while, we've already concluded the majority of these sell-offs that we're seeing right here are actually predominantly driven by brand new holders, by short-term holders. Some, by retailers, so to speak, that they get into the market and then they get scared and they sell, and then there is a lot of selling pressure. So the smart money, as we've seen here, is actually buying in. And so we've seen in the accumulation trends. So be like the smart money, like this video, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos so that you're always notified and always educated. And guys and girls, there is also a share button below right here on this video in YouTube itself that you can share it with your friends and family members and with a person that you know that is constantly losing money in crypto. Share it with that person. Bring this video into the algorithm so people stay educated. So the next thing is that what we are actually waiting for, and this is getting us into the topic of today, like why am I saying that the price is gonna move like crazy? So number one, that's Ethereum merge. It was actually initially planned for September the 13th, which is today, but Google has actually introduced this kind of an interesting countdown, which is an estimate of the merge based on the difficulty and the hash rate. So we need a certain block on the blockchain to come for it to actually flip to POS. So this is going to bring a lot of volatility. So you really, guys and girls, want to watch this countdown and then see try to find the news whether it was successful or it's screwed up. Because if it's going to screw up, I'm going to short the hell out of everything. And this is already a tip for you in terms of like, what am I going to be personally doing? And guys and girls, if you want to learn how to do all these things yourself, analyze the market fundamentally as well as technically, predict the market with a certain level of probability and be a consistent trader, then go to thomascrollo.com and become a part of my university-grade trading education, where you learn all these things yourself. It's a 5 months long certified and accredited trading learning program with a certified diploma at the end, which is mega rare in the world of trading education. So yes, and we'll be very happy to see you as part of our closed inner circle. Now, the next thing is going to be the CPI. So the CPI is coming out. Everybody, was expecting it to be on the same day with the merge. So merge was supposed to be on the September the 13th, and the CPI numbers were also supposed to be on September the 13th, which is today, and 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. But as we've just seen, that merge will probably be delayed, for it's going to probably happen on the 15th of September. So it gives us actually time to digest the information and to see these things happen one by one. So therefore, today, the most important thing is going to be the CPI numbers. And when it comes to forecast, so we really need to know what to expect from the CPI numbers. So we cannot just randomly trade up or down when the CPI numbers are going to come out. So we need to understand exactly what to expect. So for that, we need to go to old CPI numbers and take a look at what was the reading. So the previous reading was 8.5. It's all items, and then 5.9. This one right here for everything, all items without food and energy. And now we need to understand what is the forecast so that we understand, did the numbers come out good or bad, and how can we trade this fundamental news, so to speak. So for that, we can go to investing.com as an example and take a look. So for today, we have a forecast of 8.1 for the full CPI. So basically, for this thing right here, the actual forecast is 8.1, but here we're going to have a more detailed one. So on a yearly basis, CPI figure is expected to have increased to 8.1. So, well, we've seen this just now. Meanwhile, the core CPI is forecasted at 6% from 5.9. Because remember, this is also very important. We are interested in this, which is supposed to be 8.1 as the forecast, and we are interested in this one right here, which is once again all items less food and energy, and this one is forecasted to have actually increased at 6.0. So this brings us to the question as to, when can we long Bitcoin or Ethereum or really any other cryptocurrency, or when can we short it based on this macro factor and this fundamental factor. So I would suggest that if we're going to see 8.1 or better in a short-term perspective, and we're going to get to the chart in just a second. So in a short-term perspective, if we're going to see 8.1 or better, so 8.0, 7.9, and especially if we're going to see something like 7.9 or 7.8 or 8.0, and we certainly can long it. And the same thing goes for right here. So the forecast is 6.0. So if it stays 5.9, or especially if it goes to 5.8, which I really don't think it will, but if it does, then this is going to be that ultimate emergency good, effect that the market hasn't priced in just yet, and what you can actually use to long Bitcoin. Now, when it comes to shorting though, and again, I'm gonna take a look at all the technicals, but when it comes to shorting, so if we have a forecast of 8.1, and if you're gonna see something here like 8.2, and especially 8.3, 8.4, so really worse reading than the market is expecting, then we can certainly say we're gonna probably move down. So and the same thing is here. So if we're gonna see something good here, but at the same time, this one is going to be terrible, so it's going to even out the scales. That's also not very good. So that would be neutral, and in that instance I would just stay away from any kind of macro trading, and I would focus on just technical trading in this instance. So if we're going to go take a look at the charts, let's quickly take a look at what is most important right now for us, because we are seeing huge resistance, and we're standing at huge resistance right now, which is this level right here, which previously has actually been a very important support for us here, and then at some point it turned into resistance here, and then it finally caught up to us, and it's also resistance right now. But on a good note, we are still above the EMA ribbon, so we just broke above the daily EMA ribbon. And again, depending on what we're going to see with the merge on September 15th, and also with the CPI numbers, it's going to either finally break us above, which we were hoping for right here, because remember the previous CPI numbers were right here, and we actually took a long trade, but then we saw a technical weakness, and we actually rode this movement down in a short trade, and we've traded like crazy. And let me know down in the comments how much money you've made from this analysis, which was really cool. So, and right now, this is the same kind of a situation we've had previously. So we have a lot of technical resistance, and especially a huge resistance at $24,000. This is the one that actually turned us around previously in the last attempt. And right now, the big question, we are currently above the EMA ribbon, just like we were above EMA ribbon right here, which is fantastic. But then if CPI number comes out bad, then I'll certainly be shorting it, probably down to at least $20,000. Again, it's going to be just a beautiful, beautiful short trade. But if it's going to come out really good, and the merge of Ethereum is going to be successful, and we're not going to see this effect of, buy the rumors and sell the news, which, there is a lot of debate whether it's going to be like this or not with Ethereum, then I would certainly try to ride it maybe up to $24,000 and then see how the price reacts. So this is about the EMA ribbon. Let's take a look at this chart right here, and here we're going to see that the most important, really, we've just seen a very important resistance which we are standing at right now, but there is also very important resistance coming in at 24K and also 25. So I would say, my personal opinion, we could actually flip bullish on Bitcoin if there's going to be, again, flip in macro environment, and especially on the 21st of September, there's going to be a speech by Jerome Powell on the 21st of September press conference, and actually the selection of the interest rates. And if we're going to see a reduction of the actual rate hikes, this could be a pivotal moment, which seems like unlikely scenario right now, but it could be possible, having the elections coming up and the approval ratings of Biden dropping. So it could be also a very interesting moment, and maybe even a money printer coming on at some point. But again, I cannot predict this. It probably is not very likely, but who knows what these crazy people are going to do. So we'll find out. And in my opinion, if we're going to go back past this resistance potentially here, and this support of this wedge that we've seen previously in the daily chart, if we're going to go past it and stabilize above 26,000, then this would be a very bullish sign, in my opinion, because this is going to be like the biggest resistances that we're going to face potentially in this vicinity. So let's take a look quickly at Ethereum, because that's what you guys are also always interested in. And we are still in this vicinity of this daily wedge. So this is already more bullish actually than Bitcoin, but that's obvious because of the merge coming up, etc. And we we had very important resistance that we were fighting with. This was our support previously. When we broke it, we went all the way down to $870 something. Now we are back in this wedge, and we had this wedge that we broke above, and actually the technical target was pretty much met in this vicinity. And right now we are again fighting, and then people tell me technical analysis doesn't work. If people don't know how to use technical analysis like Thomas Crowell, it doesn't mean that technical analysis doesn't work. So anyway, we are fighting for this support right here, that if we actually stabilize above, which seems like we might lose it, but again, there is a lot of anticipation for the merge right now. There is a lot of weak hands in the market that are actually scared right now. So in the short-term perspective, anything can happen. But if we clear this level, then our next target potentially could be, well, $20,000, and this $20,000 to $2,100 vicinity, this area would be our next target. But certainly, if the CPI numbers, for example, today are going to be bad, then I'm going to be considering to put in a short trade on Ethereum as well and write it down to the first target. First take profit would be around $1,462, and then the next one subsequently would be around $1,300. Guys and girls, here's going to be a tutorial, a full crypto course that I've done that you really have to watch if you want to know how to take these trades as well. So take a look at it, spend the time, watch it right now, and make some noise down in the comments for Mr. Spot On being here on duty. A bit of a longer video, but I really hope that you've enjoyed it. Best of luck with your trading today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.